What if every passenger on a train had a secret? And what if every one of them had a motive for murder? Murder on the Orient Express is not just a mystery. It's a rich, cinematic puzzle set in a snowbound train, filled with elegance, secrets, and justice dressed in shades of gray. Directed by Kenneth Branagh and adapted from Agatha Christie's classic 1934 novel, this film whisks us away into the golden age of travel, only to trap us inside a moral labyrinth where the line between right and wrong becomes increasingly blurred. The story begins with Hercule Poirot, the legendary Belgian detective with an eye for detail and an obsession for order. After solving a case in Jerusalem, Poirot is in need of a break, but fate has other plans. He boards the luxurious Orient Express, expecting a peaceful ride through Europe. But when a wealthy American businessman, Samuel Ratchet, is found stabbed to death in his cabin, the train halted by a snowdrift in the mountains. Poirot is thrust into a murder investigation where every passenger becomes a suspect, and every alibi seems suspiciously tidy. As Poirot begins to investigate, we're introduced to an eclectic ensemble of passengers: an aristocratic princess, a missionary, a governess, a butler, a professor, and more. At first glance, they appear to be strangers with no clear connection to one another. But Poirot, ever observant, begins to notice cracks in their stories. The initial clues seem contradictory: multiple stab wounds of varying depth and force, a broken watch stopped at 1:15, a threatening letter, a red kimono found in his own luggage, and even a piece of burnt evidence. The deeper Poirot digs, the more the mystery starts to feel orchestrated. And here lies the brilliance of the film, its slow unraveling of deception. Poirot discovers that Ratchet was not who he claimed to be. He was, in fact, John Cassetti, the criminal responsible for the infamous kidnapping and death of a young girl named Daisy Armstrong, a tragedy that echoes the real-life Lindbergh case. The Armstrong family was devastated. The mother died in grief, the father took his own life, and several close friends and staff members were either wrongly accused or emotionally ruined. The twist hits hard. Every single passenger on the train, in one way or another, was connected to the Armstrong family. They had all suffered due to Cassetti's crime. And so, they conspired to deliver their own form of justice. The murder was not the act of one, but of all, each person taking a turn with the knife so that no single one of them would bear the burden alone. A collective execution masked in chaos, yet executed with chilling precision. Poirot is shaken, not because he can't solve the mystery, but because he has. And now he must choose: reveal the truth and see them all punished by the law, or recognize the complexity of human grief and allow justice in its most unconventional form to stand. In the end, Poirot offers two solutions to the authorities: the simple lie and the complicated truth. The police accept the lie, and the train continues its journey. Poirot walks away, deeply changed, haunted by the realization that sometimes justice isn't black and white, but a murky blend of morality and pain. This movie isn't just a whodunit. It's a philosophical riddle wrapped in luxurious visuals and poetic melancholy. The cinematography, with sweeping camera movements through narrow train compartments, reflects the feeling of entrapment, both physical and emotional. And the performances, particularly Branagh as Poirot, breathe theatrical elegance into every frame. Keep an eye on subtle cues: the way characters flinch at certain names, the symbolic use of cold and warmth, and how the train, once a symbol of unstoppable progress, becomes a frozen stage for old wounds to resurface. Murder on the Orient Express doesn't end with a bang. It ends with a question: when the law fails, does justice find its own way? And that, perhaps, is the real mystery worth exploring. I hope you enjoyed this quick cinematic dive. Want to witness more of the silver screen brilliance? Then make sure to check back at Watch That Film.